Hi again. Some of you have asked me to for different ways of recording things like stories, um, for using for materials to put online on your either Google Classroom or Class Dojo, or whichever way that you're getting children to access their distance learning over the next few weeks. So one of the ways that I quite like, especially because everyone's got it on their MacBooks, is Garageband. If you've never used Garageband before, just go into Launchpad. It's there, the guitar and the amplifier, and as I said, everyone's got this on their Mac. So if you open it up, you should get a screen that looks something along these lines. So you just want to double click on the empty project, double click on the microphone if you're going to record your voice, rather than use this for GarageBand, particularly with music and stuff, but this is the best way to record your voice for recording a story. And when you're ready to go, you might just want to click off 1, 2, 3, 4, and also the metronome, because otherwise you hear this in the background. So like I said, when you're ready to go with your story, it could be a short story or a passage or whatever you want to do, you just simply press the button to record, and when you do that, the bar will start to light up, and I'll just give you an example. You rang the doorbell, the door opened, nobody was there. And you press stop when you're finished as well. So this is now your sound file. So if we just take this timeline back, press play. So you can constantly access your recording as well. If there's something that you don't particularly want, so for example, if I'm recording this and I don't want it, I press stop, just highlight it and press the backspace or delete button, and it will get rid of it straight away. The other thing you can do is, for example, if I'm talking and I make a mistake, or if I cough, or if I want to start again at a certain point, you can press stop. You can take it back to the point that you either made a mistake, or there was dead air, or you did something wrong. Now, with the piece of speech highlighted, if you press Command and the letter T for Tango, Command Tango, you can see that it's split into two, and then if I take it to the point where I want it to begin again, you just simply press Command Tango again. Again, highlight the bit that you want to delete, press backspace, and you can then merge them together. Now, if you want to get a little bit closer to it, see this bar here will magnify it, so you can be a bit more precise with your cutting and your splicing. So then you can just press play and listen to it again. I don't want either of these though, so I'm going to delete them. And I'm going to come out of it focus-wise. Okay. So that's really it in terms of recording your voice. Now, the other thing you can do is you can add things like sound effects if you want to make it a little bit more interesting as well. So if I play my story again, I rang the doorbell. So what I might want to do is I might want to add an MP3 of doorbell ringing. So if I just come here, now on YouTube, I've actually already found a doorbell sound. I actually put in royalty free because that means that there's no issues with copyright. Sorry, it sounds a bit geeky, I know, but just to kind of practice what I preach with the children. Then what I would do is I'll copy that URL, and I would then search for, because at the minute if you download it from YouTube, it will download as an MP4. What you want to do is you want a YouTube MP3 converter. And the one I've used before is the one that's ytmp3.cc. This is the best one I found because there's no adverts or very few pop-ups anyway. So what you do is just put in the link there, convert it. It's already on MP3. You just download it. When it's downloaded in your Google Chrome bar, then all you need to do, I'll get this out of the way, is just drag it underneath here, and it will open up into a new track. And what that does is that allows you to control where the doorbell will go off. And you can normally see it because you can see the sound waves actually happen. So if I place it there, let's see what happens. fantastic stuff. So you can see I got it right in the right place. If it wasn't in the right place, again, you just need to sort of drag it forwards or backwards, wherever you want it to go. And then again, I might just trim off the rest of that, press delete. So you can see how you can build up a story and added sound effects as well. There's also here, if you wanted to put some music underneath it, there's a loop browser, because what you might want to do is put a little bit of music underneath. So for example, I don't know what this sounds like, this acoustic strum, but you might want to put some, as I said, some quite background music on. Now you can see that it's only a short, it's 8 bars. If you want to stretch that out, you can just simply hold down and you can stretch it for as long or as short as you want to, like that. I might just put it there for the rest of mine, so let's see what this sounds like at the minute. Okay, now you can hear at the minute that it's actually a little bit loud, so if I just turn that track down and now play it, it's a little bit quiet now. And you can see how you can start to build up your story. It's quite a nice resource. All you then do is press share, exports onto disk, and you can choose to put it wherever you want to, in downloads or wherever. Call it whatever you want to, so call mine story 1. Make sure it's in MP3 format. It's just easier then to sort of send out and put other places. Don't worry too much about the quality, because it's not recording in digital purposes. It's just really for children to be able to hear it. So either 192 or 256 doesn't make any difference. And then export it, and it's as simple as that. It will then be in your downloads, to which you can then put it onto whatever platform you want to. I hope that's been helpful.